World War II was a monumental, global conflict that lasted from 1939 to 1945, involving the majority of the world's nations. It was characterized by the distinction between the Allies and the Axis powers. The war marked a significant shift in warfare, as it was considered a total war, where the distinction between military and civilian resources was blurred. This period saw the extensive use of aircraft and resulted in an unprecedented number of casualties, estimated between 70 to 85 million people, which included the horrific events of the Holocaust. The conflict began with Germany's invasion of Poland, which led to the rapid expansion of Axis powers across Europe. Meanwhile, Japan sought to extend its influence in the Asia-Pacific region. The tide of the war turned, with several decisive battles, leading to the eventual defeat of the Axis powers. The Allies' victory led to the occupation of Germany, Japan, and Austria, and notably the first use of atomic bombs in warfare, dropped on the Japanese cities of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. The aftermath of World War II had a lasting impact on the global stage. The formation of the United Nations aimed to prevent future conflicts, while the geopolitical landscape shifted into a period known as the Cold War. Additionally, the process of decolonization began to reshape the political boundaries in governance of many regions around the world. The war's end marked the beginning of a new era in international relations and set the stage for the modern world as we know it.
Monumental, meaning extremely significant or large in scale. Example: World War II was a monumental global conflict, shaping the course of history for decades to come. Global, meaning involving the entire world or most of its nations. Example: World War II was a global conflict, with countries from every continent participating in some form. Distinction, meaning a clear difference or contrast between two hinges. Example: World War II was characterized by the distinction between the Allies, comprising countries like the United States, United Kingdom, and Soviet Union, and the Axis powers, led by Germany, Italy, and Japan. Axis powers, meaning the military alliance led by Nazi Germany, Fascist Italy, and Imperial Japan during World War II. Example: the Axis powers sought to expand their territories and influence through aggressive military campaigns. Warfare, meaning the methods and strategies used in fighting wars. Example: World War II saw significant advancements in warfare technology, including the widespread use of tanks, aircraft, and naval vessels. Total war, meaning a conflict in which nations mobilize all available resources for the war effort, blurring the lines between military and civilian targets. Example: World War II was characterized by total war, with civilians as well as soldiers contributing to the war effort through production and support roles. Blurred, meaning unclear or indistinct. Example: in total war, the line between military and civilian targets became blurred, leading to widespread destruction and loss of life among non-combatants. Extensive, meaning covering a large area or range, thorough or comprehensive. Example: the extensive use of aircraft in World War II revolutionized warfare, enabling rapid troop transport, bombing raids, and aerial combat. Unprecedented, meaning something that has never happened or existed in the past. Example: this period saw the extensive use of aircraft and resulted in an unprecedented number of casualties. Casualties, meaning the number of people killed, wounded, or missing in action during a war or other violent event. Example: World War II resulted in an unprecedented number of casualties, with millions of soldiers and civilians losing their lives. Holocaust, meaning the systematic genocide of 6 million Jews and millions of others by the Nazis during World War II. Example: the Holocaust stands as one of the darkest chapters in human history, with millions of innocent lives lost to systematic persecution and extermination. Invasion, meaning an incursion by a large number of people or armed forces into a territory. Example: Germany's invasion of Poland in 1939 marked the beginning of World War II in Europe. Rapid, meaning happening quickly or in a short amount of time. Example: Germany's invasion of Poland in 1939 led to the rapid expansion of Axis control across Europe. Influence, meaning the power or ability to affect the behavior or opinions of others. Example: Japan sought to extend its influence in the Asia-Pacific region through military conquest and colonization during World War II. Decisive, meaning having a crucial effect on the outcome of something. Example: the Battle of Stalingrad was a decisive turning point in World War II, resulting in a significant loss for the Axis powers. Defeat, meaning the opposite of victory, to lose or be overcome in a conflict. Example: the Allies' victory in World War II led to the defeat of the Axis powers and the subsequent surrender of Germany and Japan. Occupation, meaning the control or possession of a territory by foreign military forces. Example: the Allies' victory led to the occupation of Germany, Japan, and Austria. Geopolitical, referring to the relationship between politics and geography, particularly in the context of international relations. Example: the geopolitical landscape of the post-World War II era was shaped by the rivalry between the United States and the Soviet Union. Decolonization, meaning the process by which colonies gained independence from colonial powers. Example: the aftermath of World War II saw a wave of decolonization as former colonies sought self-governance and independence. Reshape, meaning to alter or transform the form or structure of something. Example: the process of decolonization began to reshape the political boundaries and governance structures of many regions around the world after World War II. Era, meaning a particular period of time characterized by distinctive events or developments. Example: the end of World War II marked the beginning of a new era in international relations, with significant geopolitical shifts and alliances. International relations, meaning the interactions and relationships between countries on the global stage. Example: the end of World War II marked a significant shift in international relations, leading to the emergence of new alliances and power dynamics.